impossible to just contain the discussion with Dr. Prasad. There's just so much there, just so much there. But I hope that if nothing else, everybody understands the importance of doing something. Either you can just keep on, I think it's Einstein that defined, yes, the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. So instead of staying on that road of just, accepting things the way that they are, we have an opportunity to do something. We have an opportunity to do something and to change the trajectory of our lives. So take full advantage of that. So now, let's make our transition.
Can I ask a question before you go?
Go ahead.
Will you be
That's Joanne.
recording? This is Joanne. Will you be recording this webinar?
All of my programs are recorded. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to get a copy to send to some of my friends and family members.
Yes, you can usually get back with whoever invited you to this discussion, and they'll tell you how to get it. But but I live stream, as you can see, I live stream on YouTube, and I'm not sure if you can click on the YouTube thing, but I think if you click on YouTube, you can choose copy stream link, and if you see it on your screen, do you all see YouTube live on your screen? You do. If you do, click on the little arrow by YouTube and you see where it says copy streaming link. You can copy that. That link now will take you back to wherever the recording is, and you can rewind, play, delete, throw darts at it, whatever you want to with it. So you actually have access to it. You don't even need to ask me about it. It's public. It's all over the world right now. So thank you for your question, Joanne. I hope that helps. Okay.
Mr. Jonathan, this is Mrs. Rice. I just wanted to say that my son and my daughter has seen your presentations on YouTube. In fact, I wanted to know if these recordings, if these had been recorded. And my son said, he mentioned you and how you put that on YouTube. And I mean, your presentation and Zooms are so informative, informational, phenomenal. And I just personally want to thank you for all that you do, and for making Dr. Prasad part of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rice, for your feedback. And when I say that it's my pleasure, my privilege to do it, I'm very serious about that. I don't see this as work. The reason I aligned myself with David Nemelka was because the man said that he wanted to bring health and wellness to the world. I think that's a bit ambitious, and I applaud him for having that level of ambition. But I'm glad to go along for the ride, because if nothing else, the people in my circle of influence can benefit. And I'm thrilled to be able to tell people about something that can actually make a difference for them. So, but thank you very much, Ms. Rice, for your feedback. And in case anybody didn't know it, especially diabetics, because me and that diabetes thing, we are, we're at odds, because that thing took my mother. And so anything connected with that, we are at war. So the day that intensive care nurse told me that we were praying for my mother's immune system to kick in, I still remember that. I'm a firm believer in the power of prayer, but I had that covered. I figured the hospital was actually doing something to make a difference. And since they weren't, I think everybody needs to be empowered to do something for yourself. But thank you again, Ms. Rice, for your feedback. So let's talk about the opportunity and why this is an opportunity. I think I've mentioned it before, and I think everyone now ought to be very, very, very well aware that we're in the right place at the right time. And certain things have to kind of align in order for an opportunity to exist. One of the things that has to align, and I think it was I believe it was Rockefeller that said that if you want to become, and they're talking about being wealthy, is to find someone that people are going to need and get there first. So if you can figure that out, for example, if you lived, say, 200 years ago and had an opportunity to buy the state of Florida for, say, $100, would you? No brainer, right? Because today you can't buy a teaspoon of dirt in Florida for $100. But if you could have done it back then, you were ahead of the game. And that's what the government did when they bought it from the Indians, right? From the Seminole Indians. They bought it and got it for a steal. Look at the state of Alaska. They paid what, $20 million to Russia to buy the whole state of Alaska. Ooh, what kind of a deal was that at the time? We'll find out what everyone's going to need and get there first. Well, that's what this is, microdaily. That gentleman that we just talked to, Dr. Prasad, is absolutely brilliant. And the formula that he's put together is in a class, in a league, all by itself. You got that. The second part of it is there a need for it? Once again, that's a no-brainer. Right now, folks, I don't know the statistic on it, but let me tell you something. All-cause mortality has exploded in the past 2 years. Now, what does that mean? Back before they had a measles vaccine, people were seriously affected by the measles. When the measles vaccine was produced, not only was measles brought under control, but all-cause mortality decreased, meaning the immune system overall got better. So the reasons why people were dying decreased. Everything benefited because the immune system got better. But today, all-cause mortality is on the rise. So when COVID-19 hit and the vaccines came out, the immune system didn't get better. The immune system is struggling right now. So put two and two together. A phenomenal product. And everybody needs it. There's a third component. A world-class company. If you can find a company that doesn't have 100,000 distributors, but that is built like they're ready for 1 million distributors. And if they happen to be between 5 and 10 years old, that's a walk-off home run. I mean, that's a trifecta. That's the unbelievable triangle of opportunity altogether right there. So we've handled the product part of it. We've handled the need part of it. Now let's talk to the owner and CEO of the company Engage Global. And let's just see if we have the world-class business part of it. Let's see if that piece of it is in place. I'd like to introduce to each one of you, if you have not met him before, this is David Nemelka, the owner and CEO of Engage Global.
Hello, Jonathan. Happy Sunday to you.
Thank you very much. And thank you for breaking off a little piece of your time to join us.
I am at my mother's home. She's preparing a dinner for me and my siblings. And so I've snuck up into her playroom for the grandkids, and we're doing a Zoom with you because there's nowhere else I'd rather be than with you and our good Engage family.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I've just been bragging about you. And
I heard you. And I've been listening to Dr. Prasad. What an amazing man. And I want to express my love and appreciation and gratitude that he can be our partner, all of us, in bringing this mission of health and wellness to the world to fruition. So that was fantastic.
Well, I think that folks are going to benefit from it if we can, if everybody shares it and gets the word out about it. I think we'll just exponentially keep expanding. But let me spotlight you for just a hot minute here, because people need to understand why it's an opportunity. We got the other two pieces of the triangle done, but what can you tell us about David Nemelka and this company as to why people should align themselves with this and see this as the ultimate opportunity right now?
Well, I'm going to use myself as an example because just like all of you who are here, I'm looking for opportunities where there can be profit and a purpose. So my career, really, I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. I've started multiple companies. I had the good fortune to go to the Wharton Business School and get my MBA. And coming out of Wharton, I wanted to get some, Fortune 50 big company experience. And so I was fortunate enough to be hired by Procter & Gamble. And my first project there was working in the supplement industry, looking at the research that Dr. Prasad did way back in 1993.
Oh,
It just
wow.
blows my mind to think that I touched Dr. Prasad back then, and now today he is my business partner and our partner in bringing our mission to the world. So anyways, at Procter & Gamble, but being an entrepreneur, it was a great experience, but I want to do my own thing. So I started my own company, McKinley Capital, jumped into venture capital for well over 20 years. Ultimately, companies that we help start and or fund, we're on the New York Stock Exchange, American Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, funded for well over $1 billion in capital,
Oh,
had
wow.
great success and good fortune there. And as a part of that, I established some relationships with some really fantastic people. And one of those people was a friend of mine whose family sold their nutrition business for about $700 million. And because they were so prominent, Dr. Prasad and his military micronutrient formula became aware to them. But in selling their business, they were in non-competes and they had financially really retired. But my good friend said, David, I know you're entrepreneurial. This is something that's pretty special. You need to look at this. And so he introduced me to military micronutrient formulation, Dr. Prasad. And being a venture capitalist, being an investor, being a finance person, I saw opportunity. So people here today are looking for opportunity. Well, way back in 2012, I saw that opportunity in the world's most scientifically validated micronutrients. I was able to recognize that the world is suffering, as you were talking about, Jonathan, from micronutrient deficiencies, which is having negative impact on immune system, which is facilitating and enhancing inflammation and chronic inflammation, which is the source, as Dr. Prasad says, of pretty much all human ailments.
Yep.
So I saw big opportunity. How can there not be big opportunity when you have the best of the best that's been validated by third parties like NASA, the US military, $24 million invested in validating? I saw opportunity. And so being opportunistic and having some capital at my disposal, ultimately, we started with a license for military micronutrient formula. And I think that was about when I was introduced to you, Jonathan. And ultimately, we acquired the formula, or Engage acquired the formula, and Dr. Prasad decided to become our partner. So that was way back around 2016, and that's when the real opportunity became even bigger. And when I saw that, I don't know about you, but I do know about you because I know what is important to you. Doing venture capital and just financing companies, that's about making money.
Right.
And doing that for over 20 years, I was feeling a bit empty. I had a nice bank account, but I had an empty heart. And so when I saw the impact that military micronutrient formulation, which is MicroDaily today, was having on human lives, I decided to make this my life's purpose, my life's goal, my life's mission, and combine profit with purpose. And that is why I'm here today, because this is about, like you say, it's an ambitious goal, and perhaps we'll achieve it in my lifetime and perhaps not. But my vision is we create a company that someday the culture and the values that are here will continue on even when I'm not here, and that mission will ultimately be fulfilled. So that's my life's purpose.
Now, David, this is no small undertaking, though. To put together a company. I mean, this is not one of those things where you just go take $50,000 and buy a McDonald's franchise. I mean, I know you can't get a McDonald's franchise for that kind of money today, but it's a significant investment in resources to do something like this.
Everything I have is here. Every resource I have, financial, personal, relationship, I brought it all to the table at Engage. And it is not easy. This is a challenging project, but I think like you said, we have built the foundation where we are prepared for literally hundreds of thousands of distributors and millions of customers. We are ready and capable of fulfilling on that. It did not happen overnight, but after a decade of effort, the Engage has matured and it's ready. So, you know, timing matters in investments and in life. You were talking about the timing of, you know, morbidity increasing in America and in the world. It's like we've hit this transitory point where it's just getting worse for everybody, or for the many people health-wise. Well, the same thing's happening financially with inflation eroding our purchasing power. There is a massive need for people to be able to supplement their income. And so we can combine world's finest micronutrients addressing a worldwide problem with what I'm sure we'll talk more about is the simplest, most powerful, rewarding financial opportunity for someone who cares about health and wellness. And I want to be clear about that. Our company is built for people who want to bring health and wellness to others. That's what we are built for. And we are the finest opportunity on the planet today, and for those people.
What about the people who think that this is some kind of a get-rich-quick scheme?
Well, people are making a lot of money fast. I don't know what that means, but it's not a scheme. It's about bringing world-class products to people, and those that are really good at it, those who build teams that are good at it, as you, Jonathan, will and do make significant money. But, you know, I believe that in life, when you're excellent, you get excellent rewards. So the beauty of our financial business model, and this was as hard as it was for Dr. Prasad to validate and verify and formulate his products. I'm a financial guy. I've been a businessman my whole career. I went to the Wharton School, graduated in finance from the most prestigious financial or MBA program in the world for finance. And I have brought every tool, every piece of knowledge I have to the table to create what I think is the finest compensation plan in the world to go with the finest products. So what we're offering is not getting rich quick, but what we're offering is that people who are really great at bringing customers and building teams of people bringing customers and bringing health and wellness to the world, there is significant financial opportunity. And the beauty of our plan is its stability. I know, can't tell you how many thousands of people from network marketing, MLM, have talked about money they made that they no longer make.
Right.
We're 10 years down the road, and Jonathan, I think your money, your income just seems to keep growing and growing. I can't see it declining. And that's our business model, is true residual income. Our retention rates are through the roof. At 90 days, our retention rates on subscriptions are well over 90%. At 12 months, our retention rates are pushing 70%. Unheard of in the supplement industry. It's because our products work, because our affiliates are informed, our affiliates educate and love their customers and serve them, and people love what we're doing. And when you do that, you have consistency, you have stability, and you have an opportunity for life-changing financial benefits.
Yeah, that's true. And I hope everybody paid attention to just one of those statistics. 90% retention after 90 days, 90% retention at the 90-day mark. That's huge.
But it's usually even higher than that. I mean, we're pushing 95% on that number. So that's we've got the model dialed in. And so just if you want to talk pure business, we've got the business model figured out. It took many years, and honestly, it cost me millions of dollars of trial and error. And I know a lot of people, as a part of that trial and error, it didn't always go well for them. But in that process, we have created something absolutely beautiful and amazing for people who are willing to share and build.
And that's important to know, because I've told folks that if you want to hit the sweet spot when it comes to a business, it's that 5 to 10 year mark.
Yes.
You can find a 10-year-old startup.
Yep.
You have just nailed it.
Well, and you're 100% right, Jonathan. Like when I was in venture capital, my money was always made on those 5 to 10-year-old companies. Getting it started today and making money in 1 or 2 years, that honestly for me never happened.
Right.
Some of my biggest wins were companies were 8, 10, 12 years old. We took one company public, National Information Consortium. We invested in that company. Now today, a multi-billion-dollar company, and it took them 8 to 10 years to really get things lined up. But when they did, it exploded. And I could give example after example like that. Engage falls into that category. Our foundation is solid. Our technology is solid. Our supply chains are solid. Our products and formulations are solid. Our quality assurance is solid. We don't miss commissions. We're never late on commissions. Our finances are good. You know, it's like we are a solid company from really, if you want to check all the boxes, we're ready for extraordinary momentum and growth right now.
One of my my newest heavy hitter consultants that came on board put his order in, I think, on a Friday, and called me up screaming at me on Tuesday. How is this possible that I got my product?
Yes.
He said, I expect it by
We're
the
doing
end of the
good,
week,
and, you know,
maybe.
and in this world of extraordinary supply chain challenges, I think the longest back orders we've had have been around 2 weeks. So nothing, you know, severe, nothing life-changing. We have great supply chain management, and so it's not that we will never not have back orders, but we've
It's
got
gonna happen.
we've got a process that's pretty good for making sure. And also the other thing is at Engage, our people on subscription are sacred. They always come first because they're the ones that are loyal. They're the ones that are taking care of themselves and committed to the product. So we love the subscription-based business.
I'm telling a lot of the folks in my organization that if you want to stabilize your income, concentrate on just helping one customer at a time.
Yeah.
Could you give us a snapshot of why signing up a customer, prefer a customer, why that's so valuable?
Well, it's easy. So let's use this number. So like I'm going to use an influencer we have. I won't use his name. He's pretty significant. He's making good income at Engage.
Mm-hmm.
A customer on subscription to him is worth about $350 in the first year. So 1,000 customers represents
So
about
one
350,000 of revenue. So each
one
customer, yeah, on average. So it's like, you know, you take the whole
350.
pool. Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you take the pool and you look at the income he generates over the course of a year on that customer, this first year, it's about $350.
So 1,000 customers.
Is like $350,000. So, and 10,000 customers with $3.5 million to him. Now think of it, if he's in your organization, what he now means to you in terms of your income opportunity volume, and we can talk about that. But so here's how the model works. It's super simple. We pay 100% of the first order on a subscription. That's a customer signing up for a subscription. I've had people say, Dave, how can you afford to do that?
Yeah, it sounds like you lost your mind.
No, well, it's if you don't understand finance, it does. But if you understand finance, it's the easiest decision in the world. Why wouldn't I invest 100? So the average initial order is around $120. Why wouldn't I invest $120 to generate a $2,000 or $3,000 revenue stream?
That's right.
And because our retention is so high, I mean, we're talking, you know, 95% at 90 days, pushing 70% at 12 months. And then you've got all those years and years afterwards where we have customers, many customers of 5, 6, 7 years.
That's right.
When you have that residual revenue, that's like buying an annuity. So if I can buy an annuity for $120 and then give you all of that, and then even we are willing to share with you a piece of that annuity of 10 to 30%. So we're sharing everything with you, the affiliate, because you are the critical piece to our success. We can have the finest products in the world without you sharing it and bearing testimony and doing the work of integrity like you're doing today, Jonathan. We have nothing. So we're more than willing to share with you these numbers, and they are very, very rewarding for someone who simply wants to make customers. We have many people who are making several $1,000s every single month, residual income, just like having an apartment building, paying them every month. And it's simply customer base that's buying product because they've worked hard at sharing product. So that's a real simple part of the plan. It's something that everybody can do. Here's another beautiful thing. Right now, 1 out of every 2 new Engage affiliates is making money within 90 days or less. So unlike most network marketing where most people never make a dime, 1 out of 2 is making money at Engage in 90 days or less, not like in 10 years. So our business model is winning and working, and we think we can do even better than that. We can even do better than that. And I see a question about why we have a cap on it. The reason we have a cap is because people who are try to manipulate that all of it bonus, jeopardize that all of it bonus for everybody. Our mission is to bring health and wellness to the world, one person at a time. And we know a typical customer, like 95, 98% of our customers do not buy more than $150 a product. So if someone's buying more than that, it's just they're trying to take advantage of the comp plan to the detriment of the financial benefits of all of us. So that's why we've capped the plan. It protects all of us so we can keep paying 100%.
Yeah, we can't bury the company, and everybody needs to understand that if you don't come to the company with integrity, then that creates a problem. The company
Well,
can't be buried because we all lose.
Exactly. And if someone comes to the company with a lack of integrity, we will invite them to leave our company because we only want high integrity people. As a principle of life and of business, I have learned that the aggravating people who are not operating with integrity cost you 80% of your time and pretty much all of your profit. And so my point of view is we seek only people of integrity. We seek only people who care about health and wellness. We seek only people who care about bringing health and wellness to the world. And those people, we want to reward you in a way unlike any other company will reward you. We want to love you in a way that unlike any other company will love you. We want to partner with you in a way as a family member would partner with you. And those are the people we seek. Those are the people we hunger and pray for every single day. And Jonathan, I think you and our other leadership exemplify the character and the quality of people at Engage. And I am so grateful. What a joy it is to work with good people. Man, I love it. And thank you for you again.
It's just getting started, David. We're just getting started. So we're on the phone. We're working our Rolodex, and it's happening. That's all I got to tell you.
Honestly, I just get chills and I get warm and fuzzies as I think of what you and others are doing. And we are here to serve and work together with all of you to do good things. I
got one more question that I want to ask you before you go back to your to mom.
Okay.
Because I get slammed with this question a lot, and I want you to be able to just address it head on, right out the gate. And I'm gonna get off the screen because I want you to just answer to everybody here right now.
Okay.
Folks are saying every network marketing company, they've been in and out of them. They come, they go. They build up the whole customer base. The company starts making millions of dollars. Everything changes. And all of a sudden you go from 50,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever a month in income to zero because somebody decides to so-called improve the comp plan. So help us understand what are the chances of you selling this company and walking away and leaving us high and dry?
Well, let's just start with a comp plan question. I've already gone through 5 or 6 years of tweaking comp plan, and I apologize to everybody who's been a part of that painful process. Our comp plan is set in stone. The numbers work. It's viable. It's successful. It's a win-win plan. So on the comp plan, don't worry. We're just going to keep making things better, like our double bonuses and the triple bonuses and all these other opportunities we bring to the table. So comp plan is solid. You can feel confident in its stability, and it's been the way it is for the most better part of, I think, 3 years or so now. So it's solid and it's viable and it's financially responsible. So rest comfortable there. As it relates to David Nemelka, Jonathan, in fact, you asked me this question today, like, David, so when you become, multi-$100 million company or whatever you become, what's going to happen to the company and David Nemelka? Most people are looking to sell their businesses, cash out, retire, and sell into the sunset. I'm a different person than that. And if you understand my life, my suffering, my sacrifice, etc., purpose matters a lot to me. I don't believe in retirement. My belief is when you retire, you just open the door to the grave, and I have no interest in that. So the vision that I have for Engage is that Engage will continue to grow, continue to be financially viable, and in doing so, I will have more than enough financial resources that I could ever dream of, as will you and many others. I don't aspire to jets, multiple houses, etc. I've made tens and tens of millions of dollars in my venture capital business. I know what it feels like to make money and have the empty feeling of having a lot of things, multiple houses, multiple cabins, so many things that are the materialistic things of life. They're nice to have, but they are not what gives me and feeds my soul. So what feeds my soul, what gives me motivation, is the idea of building a company and leaving a legacy that will live beyond me and you and everybody else to fulfill our purpose of health and wellness to the world. If we do that, we'll have more than enough money to spend. I'll have more than enough money to spend. That is not my goal, to become ungodly and unrighteously rich. My goal is to become the nurturer, the caretaker of Dr. Prasad and his products, the nurturer and caretaker and visionary of creating a company that can live beyond me and my lifetime. And so this company is not for sale. It won't be for sale. I'm here. I will be here to fight for this company and for you and what we're doing until I can no longer fight. And yeah, who amongst us would sell their child? Who amongst us would sell their vision and their purpose in their life? Why would we sell our birthright for a pot of porridge? That's just not in me. That's not who I am. And you said, David, what assurances can you give me? All I can give you is my word of who I am. And that's what our company is being built to become. I am going to personally be in control of this company until I can't be, for whatever reason, and whether it's the grave or whatever. But my vision is to be captain of this ship, master of our destiny together, listening and working and loving and serving and bringing goodness to this world. And how could life be any better than that? Family in business, family in life, joy and purpose in our efforts, unbelievable products that Dr. Prasad has brought. I mean, is there a more beautiful man that you've ever met? Is there a more integrous man that you've ever been introduced to than Dr. Prasad? And I take with great responsibility the challenge to have the same character and integrity as he does. He sets the example and tone for all of us. So there's my answer for you, Jonathan. This is a life's mission. In fact, I think of Corleen, one of our really fantastic leaders. She talks about this is her God mission, her God calling. This is something that is deeper than just business, and that I share that feeling and that commitment.
Well, Mr. David Nemelka, we take you at your word.
Thank you.
And it's a privilege and an honor to be working with you in this company, and I think everybody who's on this meeting now feels a lot better about going forward, and we're not going to stop. So, can I drag you back onto the meeting again in a couple?
100%.
Okay.
Anytime you want me, and I'm willing to stay even for a little longer if you want me a little longer. I don't know what else. Any questions or?
Yeah, I'm going to see if they're okay. Well, good. If I didn't want to keep you from the family. Let's see if anybody has any questions. Let's talk a little bit.
I've got about another 15 minutes. I think that
Okay.
would be fair to my family, so I'm good with that.
Then let's see if there's any questions. Any questions at all about this company, about where it's going, something you don't understand about the products? Corleen, please.
Hello, Corleen.
Corleen is on the legacy team. You're not unmuted yet, Corleen.
Okay, let me try.
Okay.
Hold
Oh,
on.
there you go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Good evening, gentlemen. What a fantastic interview. You know, I am so excited that Catrice and Bruce Johnson reached back to me and said, take this product so that you can just be healthy. And, you know, in 5 months, we were able to just really share with so many people. But the best part is we didn't really talk money. We just reached out to people that we cared about. We reached out to people that had health challenges. And Jonathan, you providing platforms like this, and you know, other leaders, and all of us coming together and working together and being able to actually call our CEO and talk to him and talk about challenges in the field, and you know, working to correct all of those. For folks that have done network marketing for years, you normally don't get that opportunity.
No.
So when you say this is a sweet spot, oh my goodness, it's the best place to be. And I'm so excited to work with you and Dr. Prasad and David and Jeff Ashby, the Johnsons, everybody. This is such a great place to be. I just wanted to say that. Thank you for letting me share.
Thank you, Corleen. Thank you very much. That's some powerful feedback there, Dave.
Well, Corleen's a great example to all of us. She inspires me every day. I love Corleen. Thank you, Corleen.
Beautiful. Dan Chancellor has a comment or question.
Okay. Hello, Dan.
Good afternoon. Appreciate your commentary. I've been around a lot of CEOs for the last 45 years, being a national security dealer for over 20 years myself, going through the World Trade Center burned down and took me for a ride. But my question is this, being on several fiduciary situations in times past, just tell us what you have in place in case some catastrophic thing happens to you, that the rest of us won't be drugged down through the graveyard with you.
I've got Robin Hanson as our president, and I've got Brenda Hall, who's been with me for pushing 30 years, and those two will carry on the legacy with or without me. And so, you know, many of you know them, and I know, Jonathan, you know them. They're committed to the same principles. The equity of Engage is in a trust that is managed with people who are committed to the purpose of our business more than the finances of the trust. So I'm very comfortable that our future is in good hands if I pass. But let's pray that that doesn't happen until we've got this company to the next stage of our vision.
Well, we're not wishing any ill will to anybody, but it is what it is. And I just buried my father today and my brother a year ago on 9/11.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Wow.
And
Well,
that is a part of the risks of life and the course of life for sure. But I think we have a plan in place to make sure that Engage can thrive and survive even without me.
hoorah, my friend. Have a nice day. Thank you, John.
Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you. Doris Critter has a question or comment.
Okay.
Crider.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I just have a question about something that was just said. I am brand new and I ordered my product about 2 weeks ago. I haven't gotten it yet, but it was over $150. But I don't want to seem like I'm somebody that's trying to rock the boat in a kind of way. So, I mean, that was a bonus package. So, I mean, is that okay? I mean,
That's okay because we still pay commissions on the whole order. We pay $150 in all of it. And then anything over 150, we still pay 20%. So there's still money being made on everything ordered over to 150. And I apologize, you haven't got your product yet. We've just cleaned up all back orders we had on our EMF and our Brain Boost just last week. So you should get that product very soon, I would think.
okay. But what you're saying is that the orders, I guess what I'm trying to understand, we don't have any control over what the bundle packages are. So if they're over 150, there's no problem. But where is there a danger of someone thinking you might be gouging or doing something you shouldn't be doing?
Oh, well, what we've seen in the past, and we've seen fraud in this area, is that people come in and put $300, $400, $500, $600 orders in, trying to get all of it bonuses on that. And then what they do is they order more product than they need. So think about it. If you buy $500 of product and you get, and you work it, so you get paid $500, that product's free to you, correct, Doris?
Yeah, it will be.
And if it's free to you, then what people do is they take our products, they know that it's so fantastic and there's people that want it, then they put it on eBay and sell it on eBay at cheap prices. And so that hurts all of us. So we really don't want people buying more product than what they would need in a 1 or 2 month period. And so this is how we help you and help us to minimize the risks of people who are trying to defraud us and hurt our business.
I understand that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome. And those are fantastic questions, and welcome to Engage.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank
And I'm
you.
looking
Thank you.
forward to.
Yeah, thank you very much, Doris, for your question. Nicholas has been waving his hands. He's been working very hard as my co-host. Go ahead, Nick.
Okay, I was in the same position as Doris. Just to let you know, I was a little nervous, but they came through with the product and started taking it. 3 days into it, you're gonna love it. So just hold on until it gets there. It's on its way.
Thank you. Nicholas, that's great to know. And once again, that we had in the last batch of EMF that was manufactured, we had an issue with supply chain on getting capsules. So we ultimately went with clear capsules because the green ones were not available at the time. Now we have 8 million green capsules lined up. So there's no worry about the capsules anymore. But that caused a little bit of delay, and we apologize for that. I think it's just a good example in the world we live in. I don't expect super long back orders, but I can't promise they won't happen. So any of you who love the product, just make sure you have an extra bottle on hand, no matter what happens. And then you should be just fine. So that's how I would think about it.
Amen on that one. I make sure I've got plenty of bottles. Don't call me, ask me for mine, but I got mine for sure. Pamela Hill wants to get a question in.
Hello, Pamela.
I signed up Friday night, last Friday, under Dolores Beiersdorf. I met her about a month ago, and she finally convinced me that I needed this product, and so I just kind of plugged my nose, took a deep breath, and jumped in both feet.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
So I have no idea anything about the business or really about, but I am fascinated. I watched Jonathan's recordings on YouTube, and I'm like fascinated by it. So my question is, the best way, because I'm in another consultant business and we host parties and do all of these things, but what is the best way to share this product with someone?
You've got someone in your upline, Jeff and Helen Ashby. I know Dolores personally. Are you in Oregon then? Is that where you live?
No, she moved to Missouri. So
she moved to Missouri. Oh my goodness. I didn't know she had moved. She's a sweetheart.
I love her.
Yeah, she is a sweetheart. Wow. You've got a fantastic person there for knowledge about product, etc. What I would ask is Jeff and Helen on this call?
No, they went to do another call. He had to go do another meeting.
Jonathan, would you do a favor? Would you take note her name real quick, and then
Absolutely.
We're going to have Jeff and Helen Ashby reach out to you, and they are our first ambassadors in Engage, and they can help you understand how to do these parties and how to share product and how to succeed. So I hear in you a hope and a desire to improve your financial as well as physical health, and the Ashbys can help you do that.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even really care about the money. I was like, I am sick of being in pain. I've been in 10 years, along with depression and gluten sensitivities. And Dolores is like, we can fix that. And I'm like, okay, fix it. So
okay, well, I look forward in 90 days to hearing how you're doing, because Dr. Prasad likes to say 90 days, give the product 90 days and then give us your assessment.
Yeah, I'm excited to share, and I've already started throwing the emails at people. You've got to watch this. You've got to watch this.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I would say definitely talk to the Ashbys. They'll help make sure that you can be as effective as possible in the networks and relationships and people you know, because this business really is not so hard, especially with the perspective I have of you, with your heart and your caring of others, and also of your own personal struggles. You're going to do well. So thank you for raising your hand, and Jonathan will make a note and get that to the Ashbys.
I will make sure that they contact you, Pamela, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And thank you for your comments and your questions and your confidence in the company.
Yeah, thank you.
Bernardine.
Well, first of all, I apologize for my picture not being up there. It's this phone, something with the video, and I'm not even sure what it is. Can you hear me, though?
Yes, we hear you perfectly.
Okay, first of all, David, I want to thank you, because I've been through a number of programs, and the integrity aspect of what you said actually shines through. And a number of my people actually call me up and they thank me for introducing them to a product, a company, and in your case, a CEO that seem to have some integrity. And I think I believe over a period of time I look forward to meeting you one day, by the way, too.
We will. Yes.
Well, anyway, first of all, I want to thank you for bringing on that legacy team, and I'm gonna tell you why. One of the biggest things with companies is that I see is that they don't have an independent group that actually able to express the voice of the people that's out in the field that's actually looking at people face to face. And sometimes when a company makes so much money, the voice of the people that's making the money means nothing to them because they're living their dreams. So I want to thank you for that. And the question I really had was about what Dan said, is should something happen to you, what would happen to us? And I think a good example was Herbalife CEO, one of the best guys you could ever meet. But of course, he wound up dying. And the thing that was interesting was that even though he died, his company went through the roof, and I couldn't figure out why. And the reason why was because he surrounded people around him just like he was. And I think because of that, I really, when I saw you, I was with another company. But when I saw you and I heard you and I felt what you were saying, I have to just say, and I'm gonna get off. Thank you for putting this opportunity here. I don't know how far me and my team is going to go, but I just appreciate having at least an opportunity of a company that we don't have to be in one state, one company. We could be all around the world with, so right now the United States, Canada, and Jamaica. But one day I hope we'll be all around the world, and I just hope you keep that vision and realize we're here not because of just Dr. Prasad, because at the end of the day, the captain of the ship can actually sink it if he doesn't have the right mindset. So thank you for giving us a company with integrity, a product that works, scientific validation, and a CEO that truly cares along with your family. And thank your family for me too, because without the support of your family, you wouldn't even be here.
Amen. Thank you. You give me chills and you make my day, as do all of you. So thank you so much for those kind words. And we take very seriously our responsibility to you, for sure. So thank you.
Thank you, Bernard. Valerie Johnson.
Hi, I just wanted to say hello and thank you also, David and Jonathan. Michael Daly changed my life, suffer from fibromyalgia and just pain medications, and that EMF has changed my life. I love it. And but my question about this is, you did mention the supply about the capsules. And my question is simply, I don't swallow the pills because I have a problem with swallowing big pills. So I open them and the color is different. So that's all I wanted to know. I was just curious as to why the color is different.
Well, and thank you for asking that question. I don't know if we sent an email out, or I know I've read a draft of one that's going out. So our Brain Boost, our Micro Daily EMF both have curcumin, have turmeric in them. And in turmeric, there's curcumin. Harvesting of curcumin, depending on the time of the year, depending on the location, depending on the supplier, the color of orange varies quite a bit. So each batch of EMF, each batch of Brain Boost, you're going to have a different color variation of that orange, and that pretty much colors that whole all of those ingredients when you look at them. So the reason that it's different is because of the variability in the color of curcumin. The Eye Boost has similar ingredients that that are naturally sourced, and you're going to have variations in color. So we talk about, our products are natural, our products are consistent in quality and such, but they're not. That doesn't apply to the colorations that you're going to see. So there's nothing different in the ingredients. The ingredient panels are the same. They've been tested by third parties to make sure they're the same, and that's something I had to learn early, because after our first batch of Brain Boost, we had the same thing. And I called up our manufacturers. What did you do? Did you use a different ingredient? And I was quite concerned and upset. And after doing a lot of talking and settling down and understanding, I can give you 100% confidence that nothing is different. It's color.
Okay.
It's like a tomato. Some tomatoes are redder than others. It's like a watermelon. Some are redder. They're still got the nutrients that we need for our health.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you for that question. I'm glad we could address that publicly on this call.
That's very good. Very good. It's when something is natural, you can expect that. No additives being put in the product to make it, the same color. It's just natural.
That's right.
Joanne Washington. Joanne, don't forget to unmute. We'll come back to Joanne. Kathy Malek.
And I think we need to finish with these two questions, Jonathan. It's 5 o'clock and everybody's starting to eat downstairs. So I'm going to finish with these two.
Understood. Go ahead, Kathy. You were unmuted there a second ago. No?
I'm ready, Joanne.
Joanne is unmuted now. Go ahead, please, Joanne.
Okay. I was just going to comment on the lady that was asking how to present the product. And I think that's really important at this point because a lot of us are new using the product. So anyway, I think a training is in line to teach us what to do, what to say, that sort of thing. So that was number one. Number two, I was thinking to myself, so I just signed someone up. So if the person signs up to buy the product and it's under $150, is there any residual income off of that?
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. You're going to make, so, and you can look at the compensation plan. It's really simple. Depending on how much volume you have in customers, the minimum you make is 10%. And then as you get more and more customers, we reward you with a higher percentage, and it maxes out at 30%. You're going to get 10 to 30% of every order they make, depending on how many customers and how much volume you have. And that's just in our, that's in our customer, you can see that on the app. It's right there for you to see.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. It's a good question.
Yes, it is. And in both cases, there's a really good video called Getting Started that is a good place to start. It's right there in the app also. Okay, one last question, Kathy. Milik, are you able to unmute? It seemed like she blipped in and out there. Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me?
We have you,
now.
yes.
Go ahead, Kathy.
All right. I'm new. I've used the product now for about two months, but I'm interested in the business, but I don't have anybody to connect to show me what to do. I know you mentioned a couple that I don't know where they are. They moved. They're not in Oregon anymore. So is there some way I can find somebody to help me?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can. All we need to do is just make sure that I'll add you to the list of people that will get back, that Jeff Ashby can get back to. And I will make sure he makes contact with you, because who invited you to this meeting?
Gosh, I don't know. I just get
Email, probably an email told you about it, right?
No, a text message.
A text, yeah. So that came from the company. So yeah, so Kathy, Jonathan will make sure he gets someone in touch with you. And you know, anyone that's suffering from or struggling with knowing who to work with, call customer service. We'll get your name and we'll get you in touch with some leaders like Jonathan and the Ashbys and Coraline and so many others that we have that will love and support on you. That's one of the beautiful things about our compensation plan is most direct sales companies have what they call levels. That's where they're called multi-level companies. We don't have levels. We pay leaders on all of the volume in their organization. So a leader is motivated to work with you if you're on the first person in their team or the 10,000th person in the team. They want to work with whoever is going to do work and share product. They're there to help you because not only are they good people, but financially they can win with you winning. So that's one of the unique things of what we do is we love everybody, and our plan motivates everybody to work with each other. So it's really a special. It's it's unique in the world. It's something different than everybody else. And so you'll love that, Kathy.
Oh, I appreciate it. I thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Jonathan, I'm going to go. They're calling me. Thank you to everybody. Love you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here today with you. And I can't wait for the next time I can join you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you,
David.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. David.
Thank you.
You took a load off my mind.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank
there you have it,
David.
folks.
Awesome sauce.
Thank you.
Awesome sauce, Big Dave.
There you have it, folks. Now, where do you get a chance to have a sit-down chat session with the owner and CEO of a company?
Awesome.
And he's willing to come back. So we will have him again.
Yeah, that
So-
doesn't happen.
Awesome, Jonathan. That is simply all.
You're muted, Jonathan.
Muted.
We're going to bring
Unmute.
we're going to bring Robin, the president of the company, on. So we're going to be interviewing him probably by next week or so, depending on when he's available. We'll bring David back in, in a couple of weeks after that. So he's willing to come in and talk, answer questions, directly, because there's a lot of things that everybody needs to know. So we're going to make this all available for everyone. And in the future, we were going to do it today, but in future meetings on Sundays, we're going to have a series of breakout rooms. And in those breakout rooms are going to be individuals who can point you in the right direction as far as getting started, no matter where you are in the business, no matter where you are, you'll be able to go into a breakout room and get the kind of training that you're looking for. So a lot of the leaders are collaborating on this so that we can just kind of help one another to make sure that no one gets left behind. So that's our objective going forward. Okay, so we're with you guys, and you don't need to worry about whether or not you're going to get any help one way or the other. But that's going to end our meeting for today. Our meeting's gone quite a bit long, but that was well worth it to be able to have a chance to talk with David Nemelka today. Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. So there's been a change in my meeting schedule for Tuesday night. Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock on this same Zoom ID and password. Thursdays at 6 o'clock. So Sunday, 5 o'clock. Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Thursday, 6 o'clock. Those are the days that I have meetings throughout the week, and you're more than welcome to come and join those meetings at any time. So yeah, thank you, Nick, for putting it in the or Daryl for putting it in the chat there for us. All right, so everybody can just download that. Thank you guys very much. It's been a real pleasure and a privilege to work with you today, and I will see you then on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Oh, and don't forget Lunch and Learn every single day, noon Eastern time. Dr. Roberts has Lunch and Learn at 12 o'clock. It's a 30-minute powerful discussion, and Jeff Ashby, the only ambassador in the company, always supports those calls. Coraline has meetings throughout the week too, so you can also check out that schedule as well. I think her meetings are also on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I got to get the schedule for that so we can post that each week also. Anyway, reach out to your upline and they'll tell you how to get in touch with those of the leaders that are doing meetings on a regular basis. Thank you guys very much again. Appreciate you joining and your support.
Thank you. Wonderful meeting.
Jonathan.
Thank
Y'all have a good one.
Good night.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan.
Good evening,
Thank you.
everyone.
Videos
you,
available on
Jonathan.
YouTubejonathan.com. Videos are available.
you.
Jonathan.
Thank you.
Jonathan.com.